Hey, welcome back to my channel. Appreciate your time. So we're just charging up some batteries here, getting ready for some little whoop racing. And in this video, I'm going to kind of go through some characteristic differences between the GNB 300 and the 350 milliamp Lipo packs. So kind of discover some of the differences in flight characteristics in the goggles. Now, this tiny whoop battery is a 3.33, and someone at the race said it was better than anything. Unfortunately, the battery lead coming off the Mobula6 won't reach the connection, so I couldn't use it. So today's race, we're going to kind of compare video also of the Mobula6 with the Runcam Nano 3 and then the Rex 80 that has the Caddx Turbo EOS 2. So you'll kind of get to see the goggle feed from both of them. And then we'll just kind of check out some of the characteristics in flight for the 350 and the 300. So let's get some weights. So first off, the 300 milliamp is 7.6 grams and the 350 is 8.52 grams. So we're almost a gram difference in weight, and I could definitely tell when I was flying. So let's get on with the race and we'll see what it does. So this first heat is going to be with the 300 milliamp battery. Now, as I take off here, you can see the battery voltage in the bottom left corner, and then up top you'll see in the top left corner the throttle value. So with the 300 milliamp Lipo, it seems like about an average of 41 to 42 for kind of level flight. And then the voltage has dropped down at 3.5 volts. Now I charged all of my packs to 4.3. So that was what it was supposed to start out at. And you can see that the 3.4 volts is kind of where it's kind of holding at. It doesn't seem to want to move around or sag much in that area. And I also measure the landing. So after I land, I disconnect the Lipo and check the voltage after it's kind of recovered. So with the 300 milliamp, it seems to be really floaty. It seems to want to, it doesn't take much throttle at all. These are 25,000 kV motors, so it doesn't take much throttle to lift that weight. So the power to weight ratio, I don't know, preconceived notion, I just thought I was going to like the 350 better. It was going to give me more amp draw. It was going to, last longer. But honestly, in a 2-minute race, you only need 2.5 minutes or so, because you're going to have to finish your last lap. But the power to weight ratio to me seemed like the 300 was better, and the more I flew it, the more I liked it compared to the 350. But you can see we're down to 3.2 volts. The battery was a little bit warm coming off after the race, but the motors were nice and cool. I think I can make some adjustments. Motors might warm up a little bit, but get a little more. You can kind of see it's a little bit loose, so I think I can tighten it up without heating the motors up too much. But now we're down to 3.1 volts, and you can see the throttle value. It doesn't seem to take that much to make it float up. So right here I'm past the 2-minute mark, and I'm able to finish out this lap. So now we're down to 3 volts. And we're going to finish up the lap here. So that was the end of the lap. So kind of playing around there, but so let's get a measurement of after landing, disconnecting, see where this rests at. So this is after a race, 2.5 minutes, 300 at 368. So pretty close. A little bit of sag, but not bad. Can I just jump in here real quick and show you this? This is amazing. Gotta check this out. Little lid pop off. Little Mobula6 garage. What do you think of that? Is that awesome or what? Yeah, I gotta get one. Alright, on with the races. We're gonna do the 350 pack. You can see down the bottom left corner we're at 3.5. So we've sagged down at 3.5. And it doesn't take much. It sags down pretty quick, but it seems to maintain that voltage pretty decent throughout the race. And you can see the throttle value is up in the top left corner, and the average kind of cruising was like a bit higher. It was around 45, 46. So it definitely, the weight changed things. But I also noticed when I would reduce throttle, it would drop a bit faster, which makes sense. But the thing is, I had to give it a little more throttle to kind of hop over the bottom of the gate. And I noticed real quick that I've kind of made a mistake in running a 300 pack and then a 350 pack and then a 300 pack and then a 350 pack, because my muscle memory was telling me to throttle up, and with the 300 pack it would push me into the top of the gate, or I would pull down on the throttle too much thinking it was a 300 pack, you know, but the 350 pack would drop so much faster. So I guess the moral of the story, get all 300s or get all 350s and just get used to it. I kind of prefer the 300, to be honest with you, for a race. But like if I'm just freestyling or ripping the basement or something, you get that little bit of longer flight time with the 350, which I'm still kind of playing around with. How long is it? I've thought about putting a light bulb on each one of them, see how long it takes to run them down. But you can see here we're down to 3.1 volt on this pack. But I feel like on a 350 pack, being heavier, I almost want to push on it harder. Like I want to throttle harder, faster. Because of the weight, it seemed to be a little more stable. So we're done with the race here. We're at 2 minutes and 21 seconds, and we'll get a measurement of the battery at rest. Still hot 350 pack here. Came off at 372 after 2.5 minutes. So I'd have to conclude, as far as the two battery differences, I would say that I like the 300 for the power to weight ratio, and there was plenty of gas for a 2-minute race. But for freestyling and wanting a longer flight time, I think the 350 is good. So I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna own both. But let's get some video here. I'm going to show you the video of the Caddx Turbo EOS 2 and my Rex 80. So, unfortunately, this flight got cut short. Alright, just real quick. The Caddx Turbo EOS 2 is no match for the Runcam Nano 3. I'll have to admit, the DVR footage in the Fat Sharks is really messing with it too. It's not that bad in the goggles, but it's nowhere near as good as the Runcam. Oh, what's that? What hit that? Yeah, that's right. A bucket of salt water in the corner. That was the end of my Rex 80 flight. Hey, I really appreciate you stopping by, checking out my channel. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, give me a thumbs up and sub. If not, thumbs down. I won't make another one like it. But have a good one. Enjoy the breeze.